Coming to you live here in the South Street Seaport District of Manhattan and brought to you by Chase. Welcome back to Jalen and Jacoby. Jalen Rose, the play-in tournament is set. Starting tomorrow night, we have the two Eastern Conference games. It is the Celtics and their disappointing season looking to make the playoffs against the Wizards. What do you think of that matchup?
I think it was genius for Adam Silver to institute the NBA play-in. And I know some people are complaining about it and hope it gets modified. I just want to make sure I put on wax. I like it exactly the way it is and hope it stays this way forever. Anytime we're talking about the Washington Wizards, we get a chance to celebrate Russell Westbrook's triple-double season. His fourth time doing it. We get a chance to celebrate Bradley Beal being second in the NBA in scoring. I hate to break it to you ring counters. The regular season matters to some of us. It matters to me. And the play-in now allows us to talk about these teams. It allows us to say, nah, Boston, y'all ain't about to fall to the 9th spot and get out of the playoffs late in the year once Jaylen Brown hurts his wrist. Y'all got to play in now. Y'all got to put that story brand in the play-in now. Let's see what they're made of. So I'm excited about this matchup, and I'm really excited to see what Jason Tatum's going to do.
It just feels like these are two teams going two different directions. The Wizards with Russell Westbrook have really picked it up towards the end of the year, and the Celtics have completely fallen apart. It will be so interesting to see this matchup play out in the play-in. Now, not all the Eastern Conference teams are in the play-in. We have one series that is set, and if you think back to last year in the bubble, you remember David Jacoby predicts the Miami Heat to upset the Bucks. It happened, and now we get the rematch of the Heat and the Bucks. What do you think of this matchup, Mr. Rose?
You know how much I love the Heat and Eric Spoelstra. But on this one, I'm going to stay low, keep firing. I'm going to quadruple bet down on that man right there, the Greek Freak, the reigning back-to-back MVP. I appreciate the addition of Jrue Holiday, and you love that he plays defense and gets 10-plus assists. Yep. And I love Middleton, how he gets buckets, and they're not necessarily fancy. They have a terrific trio. But I'm betting on Giannis not to get stymied this year like he did last year. I'm predicting that the Milwaukee Bucks find a way to upend the Miami Heat and get revenge for getting eliminated last year.
I love the addition of Jrue Holiday. He's exactly what this team needs, and they gave up a lot to get him, and it's going to pay off in this series. However, Jalen Rose, I'm capo of the Miami Mafia, and once you're in, you cannot get out. I'm predicting that the Miami Heat again upset the Bucks, and I'm going to be right again. Bam Adebayo is exactly what Giannis does not like to see in front of him, and my shooters, Hero and Duncan Robinson, who haven't had a great year, have started putting together towards the end of the season. You're going to see the Miami Heat again for the second straight season upset the Bucks. You're going to see it. Remember this moment right now. Remember how you doubted Eric Spoelstra. Remember how you doubted Pat Riley. Remember this feeling right now. You're going to regret it because the Miami Heat are once again going to shock the world, except for me.
Oh, man. So you're telling me Giannis signed his extension and all? And he gonna lose this time in the first round?
That's exactly what's gonna happen. It's exactly what's gonna happen. Remember this moment. Jalen, I don't know if you know this, but the New York Knicks are the 4 seed. The 4 seed. They were on the brink of the play-in tournament like 2 days ago, and now they're the 4 seed. There's going to be a home game 1 against the Atlanta Hawks in Madison Square Garden. 33rd Street, 8th Avenue is going to be absolutely on fire because the Knicks are not just in the playoffs, they're hosting game 1 against the Hawks. What do you expect to see from that man, Julius Randle, and the New York Knicks?
This also worked itself out because now you have two, on paper, overachieving teams facing one another in the first round, which means that fan base, either one that advances, is going to be enthusiastic about their season. The Hawks are on their second coach, and this is a great opportunity for Trae Young and John Collins to do work in the playoffs, and yo got Bogdanovich. And how about the Knicks with Randle, And RJ Barrett leading the league in total minutes played, doing a lot of isolation. Julius does it the most in the league. So this is going to be a great matchup. But you know who loves this the most? The Philadelphia 76ers. That's why they're celebrating the #1 seed, because to the winners go the spoils. And congratulations, Sixers. You have a red carpet ride to the Eastern Conference Finals. So be ready when y'all get there. Be ready when y'all get there.
Just remember, Knicks fans, the disrespect that Jalen Rose just gave to the franchise that absolutely is on fire right now. You played for the Knicks, Jalen Rose. You played for the Knicks. And now you're calling them a red carpet ride for the 76ers to the Eastern Conference Finals. You're going to regret that. You're making a lot of mistakes today. It is now time for a very short break. When we come back, Jalen Rose will most likely be wrong about some other stuff. You're not going to want to miss that.
Some of the great players that come to mind may be a Jerry West or a Pistol Pete or a Reggie Miller or Larry Bird or Ray Allen or Dale Curry or Dale Ellis, Eddie Johnson. But let me just tell you something. What makes Steph Curry different, Jacoby, is the number of times he can go between his legs, behind the back, do a move, and accurately shoot the three. And second, and we just saw it when Jaren Jackson was trying to deny him towards the half court. Really economic with his touches. So he'll do giving goals. You don't normally see that in today's NBA. And as you know, and somebody's been following the league for as long as you have, usually the best player has the ball all of the time. He can boogie with the rock, but he can cut and move without the rock. That is something that we haven't seen with unlimited range that's going to make 10 three-pointers multiple games this year, more so than anybody else has ever done in their career in the history of the league.
It's just so great that you spent all that time celebrating Steph Curry, and you spent all that time talking about the fragility of the Lakers. However, Mr. Rose, you and I both know who's winning this playing game. You and I both know who's winning this playing game. Steph just doesn't have enough help, and in a play-in or a playoff scenario, you can load up against him, double him, triple him, and make someone else beat you. You and I both know who's winning Wednesday night. I'm going to make you say it on wax. Who is winning the playing game between these two teams?
But I got to tell you one more thing. You seen Day-Day recently?
Okay.
You see Day-Day dunking in fives? You see them out there playing against Valanciunas. You see the post game. You see Day-Day out there looking like his old self.
Are you going to answer the question?
Getting steals, getting blocks, sacrificing his body. You see that, Jacoby. He's got to play against a lot of bigs for the Lakers. I'll take the Lakers in the play-in plus 10.
That's what I thought. Well, in anticipation of that game, the king himself, LeBron James, had something really interesting to say about the scoring champion, Steph Curry. Let's listen.
We're playing versus, in my opinion, the MVP of our league this year, and Steph. So we got to be, prepared for everything that they have. They got championship DNA as well. They know what it takes and what it feels like to be in pressure games. So we got to be ready for that opportunity and for that pressure.
Wait. I'm sorry. Did he just say Steph was the MVP? I thought Jokic had this wrapped up. Seems like the MVP race is already over, but now that he's playing against Steph, all of a sudden Steph is the MVP. What do you think about LeBron's comments?
But also, Jacoby, game recognized game. And of course, LeBron James is the king. And those championships that he's earned have validated themselves. But you know who else won 3 championships recently? Steph Curry. And you know who was on the other team when each of those happened?
LeBron James.
LeBron James. And so he knows going against Steph and watching the way he played this year at his age is a terrific feat. The kind of numbers that Steph is putting up, lead the league in scoring, 3-pointers made, like the accuracy, how effortlessly he does it, and the enthusiasm and joy that he brings to the game. Like, he stays within character. It is his personality. And so LeBron James, I understand that he will be saying that Steph is MVP while not throwing shade at the Joker. But you and I believe the Joker is not only the MVP, but he's also going to win the award.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely going to win the award. And he has a first-round playoff matchup with the Portland Trail Blazers and another MVP candidate, Dame Lillard. They faced off yesterday. However, the Nuggets didn't really play all their guys all that much. However, Jokic got whatever he wanted, whenever he wanted in this matchup is what I expect to happen in this series. What do you expect to happen in this series based on what you saw yesterday?
This is going to be a great series. And it's a clash of a couple of styles in a lot of ways. The Portland Trail Blazers, you know we've called their backcourt affectionately Mama's Boys since day one. That's how much we love Dame and CJ, because we could relate. And they're going to be the guys that drive their narrative. They're going to be needed to get at least 55 and in certain games 65 in order for their team to actually be competitive. And Dame has been terrific shooting the Portland Trail Blazers higher in the seeding as the season progressed. They're going to need Nurkic to also ball, who used to play for the Nuggets, by the way.
Yep.
But the Denver Nuggets are just the opposite, and they're different from any other team in the league because their centerpiece is our guy, the Joker, and he's going to initiate offense. And their strength is up front with the Joker, with Aaron Gordon, Michael Porter Jr., JaVale McGee, all of those big bodies, those long athletic players that they have up front. So I anticipate a long, exciting series.
Ooh, I do not anticipate a long, exciting series. I anticipate the Nuggets handling the Blazers easily because